Hi friends, Ellie and Josiah here. Grab your cables today, we're gonna use them. You can set the cables off to the side to start you off, but make sure you've got the little cuffs hooked to the back edge of your carriage. That way it'll be easy to just clip on your cables when we need them, clip them off when we don't. Let's get this going. It's one black spring to start. We are gonna start in a reverse forearm plank. So forearms on the carriage, toes on your front platform. Reverse forearm plank. In 3, 2, and 1, let's get going. From here, push down on your forearms, pull your navel in towards your spine, take a deep breath in. Exhale, begin to pike your hips up, slow 2, slow 3, and 4. Lengthen back out 2, 3, and 4. So slide your shoulders away from your ears. Keep going with this forearm plank to pike. You always have the option to do this up on the hands if you prefer it that way. But really try to activate and move from your core right from the get-go in class. And don't worry about how high you get in that pike. In fact, however high you're taking it, see if you can cut that down by half, and you might begin to feel a little bit more intense in your core. We're gonna go 15 seconds just like this. And then we're gonna get into a reverse saw. Your advanced option, you can stay up on the toes, or we're gonna bring the knees down to replace our toes. In 5, we're going reverse saw. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently set your knees down. You're still in a forearm plank, and we'll just start to slide the carriage out away from us. Finding your furthest point, feel the catch in your abs and start to draw the elbows back beneath the shoulders, maybe stopping before the elbows get all the way beneath the shoulders. Lengthen out your neck. Set your shoulders down away from your ears. Little squeeze of your glutes here to help lengthen through the low back. And again, your advanced option is to do this one up on your toes. We're gonna do one more move in this plank position, and then we're headed right into our leg work. See if you can find a little bit more space for your neck. In 4, send it out and hold. In 3, 2, send it out, hold. Feel that catch in your abs. Give me a little pulse in. Drive the elbows straight back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way in, full range of motion, 10 seconds. We're coming up to the hands, up to the toes. It is a reverse bear into pike. In 3, 2, 1. Place your hands on the carriage. Tuck your toes on your front platform. You're in a full plank position. From there, we're gonna bend through the knees slowly. Once the knees are on the hips, we're gonna pike the hips up towards the sky and then slide back out into your plank. So it's a bear. Once the knees are beneath the hips, use your abs, pike your hips up, finding straight-ish legs, and then lengthen back out into your plank. Good, really nice tempo here, Josiah. So about halfway through this one. Up next, we get into our first leg exercise. We're gonna start off with the right leg today in an escalator lunge. Holy smokes. This little black mat is getting toasty in the sun. I bet the machine's toasty underneath you, huh, Josiah?
I'm too hot for this machine already.
Josiah says it's already too hot for the machine. 10 seconds. That was the most ridiculous thing. We're gonna step the right foot forward to the carriage. We're going escalator lunge in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both feet on the front platform. Now step your right foot forward. Escalator lunge. If you have a pull for balance, feel free to use it. No pull for you today. We're gonna take it down into our lunge nice and slowly with control. Back heel is lifted high. And take your body weight with you, right? You're slightly hinging forward at the hips. Let's everybody come down and hold. Wherever you're at, hold. Take a look at your right knee. Make sure it's right over the ankle. Notice if your knee is tipping in or out. Now focus on driving down through your right heel. Slowly lift it up, 2. Slowly up, 3. On 4, there's still a micro bend in your knee. Take it down nice and slow, 2. Nice and slow, 3. All the way to the bottom of your lunge on 4. Now check in that you're not dipping your hips lower than your knee. Keep going with your lunge, full range of motion, but the tempo is super slow. Okay, so our tempo is so important in this workout. That's often how we get more intensity. Watch your knee, make sure it's traveling over the ankle the whole way down, the whole way up. In 4, we're gonna come down into our lunge and hold. In 3, 2, bring it down into your lunge, hold. So this is your lowest lunge. I want you to drive through your right heel, lift up halfway out of the lunge. Halfway out of the lunge, good. Hold it there.
That's not my halfway.
Halfway. Soft bend in your back knee. Bend your back knee a little bit. Now let's go carriage kicks. You're gonna kick the carriage away from you and then bring the heel back under the knee. So it's like a little hamstring curl. Now I want you higher rather than at the bottom of your lunge so you can get a bigger range of motion. As you start to feel more comfortable, maybe you send the carriage out just a teensy bit further. Good.
Ooh, look at that.
Oh, very nice extension.
That's hot.
Shut up. Sorry, not you guys. My husband here is really on one today. In 4, bring the heel under the knee. In 3, 2, 1. Heels under the knee. Okay, now bend your back knee a lot for me. Back knee, your left knee. Bend it, bend it, bend it. Keep this knee over the ankle. We're going split squats. Drive through your right heel, slowly lift it up. Dip your left knee down towards the floor. Drive through the right heel, lift it up. Bend through the left knee, dip it down towards that Microformer logo. 15 seconds like this. We're gonna hit some more carriage kicks and then we're changing our springs to 1 red. We're gonna get into skating for our right leg next. You've got 8, 7, 6, in 5. Lower it down halfway and hold in 4, 3, 2, bring it down halfway, hold. Maybe just lengthen out through the back leg a little bit. We're going carriage kicks. Kick the right heel forward, away from you, back in. You've got 25 seconds to go here. Slide your shoulders away from your ears. Make sure you're bringing the heel just under the knee and then we're kicking forward. So it's a hamstring curl. We stop our knee at that 90-degree bend. It's really nice here, just I'm like in your shade. It's lovely.
You'll always be in my shade.
10 seconds. 1 red spring. Right foot front platform, left foot carriage. We're going skating in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change your spring, team. 1 red spring. Right foot on the front platform, left foot on the carriage, feet inside your straps for me. You're gonna sit it down halfway into a squat. So weight shifts back into your heels. Bring 1 hand to the front of your core, 1 hand to your low back. Check in that your core is engaged and then really dig your right heel down into the front platform. We'll send the left leg out nice and slow 2. Nice and slow 3. On 4, you're at your furthest point, pause. Resist in slow 2. Slow 3. Slow 4. You still have some tension on the spring, push it back out. Now look down, maybe look at that Microformer logo, maybe look at the numbers on the rail and see how far you're sending it out. Where's your stopping point? And then where do you start to lose tension? Right? Let those visual cues help you to keep this in a working range of motion. Good. Now really important, it doesn't really matter how low we get, right? So getting into a super low squat might not be useful if our core starts to disengage. All you really need to do is keep a soft bend in your knees and an active dig of your heels down so that you're firing up your glutes, and then check back in with your core. What tends to happen is our ribs want to splay out here. In 4, let's go ahead, bend your left knee in and hold. In 3, 2, so feet slightly wider than your hips, weights even in both feet. Go ahead and sink down to your lowest squat. Pause there, drive through your heels, squeeze your glutes, lift it up 2. Lift it up 3, lift it up 4, sink it down. So 30 seconds, we're just gonna squat down and up so we can play with a little bit bigger range of motion here. I'm just gonna keep hanging out in Josiah's shade over here. It's nice and lovely.
As you always shall be.
In 4, halfway down and hold. In 3, 2, take it down, halfway hold, go back to your skate. Back to your skate, that's it, exactly, so good. Slowly sending that leg out, slowly resisting back in. "30 seconds to go left in your skate like this.
I think that was the quietest I've ever heard you be.
In your shadow?
No, for like 5 seconds just before you started talking. I was like, whoa.
What are you trying to say there, buddy?
Talk a lot, bro.
I do. I'm trying to help the people at home.
Oh yeah. We're doing an instructional video.
Yeah, that's right. All right, 10 seconds, feet slightly wider than the hips. We go back to our squat. In 3, carriage is steady. In 2, 1, carriage is steady, maybe slightly wider than the hips. Seal down the outer edges of your feet, sink it down to your lowest squat first. Dig into your heels, actively squeeze your glutes, lift slow 2. So 3, lift slow 4. All right, you've got 15 seconds here. We will be going to 2 black springs and we're gonna attach our cables on their longest setting. We're gonna get into a stationary lunge on the back platform. 2 black springs for me, friends, in 4, 3, 2, and a 1. So change your springs first. We're going 2 black springs. Just if you could walk behind the back platform for me. From here, we're gonna pick up our cables. You're gonna step your right foot forward. You can place it on top of your back platform or behind it. Step your left leg back, and we're gonna get into a stationary lunge with a bicep curl. So we're gonna bend through both knees as we bend our elbows, drawing our hands towards our face. Drive through the right heel, slowly lift it up. So we're gonna take it down nice and slow, 2, nice and slow, 3, nice and slow, 4. Pause at the bottom, drive through the right heel, slowly lift it up. Perfect. Shoulders relaxed away from your ears. If the tension is too heavy on 2 black springs, you can drop this down to 1 black spring for any part of this series with the cables. If you do not have cables, you can just do a stationary lunge with some hand weights or with no weights at all. And remember, the slower you go, the more intense it's gonna be. On this next one, we'll take it down and hold. Now just the arms, bicep curl. 30 seconds just curling with the arms. Try to stabilize your elbows. Imagine they're resting on a shelf. Just a bicep curl, good job. Core is tight, shoulders relaxed, chin off your chest. Can you drop a little lower through that back knee? You're getting ready to move up and down through the legs. You got 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold a little bit of tension in the cables for me. We're going just down and up with the legs. So just a split squat here in the legs, 30 seconds. Keep a little bit of tension in the biceps. Check in that your wrists are not bending. Awesome. We're gonna get into one of my favorite moves next with these cables for the legs. We're gonna do a single leg Romanian deadlift. So remember, you can always do this next move without any hand weights, without any cables. I'm gonna walk you through all the options step by step. In 4, down, hold. In 3, 2, down, hold, pulse down. Final 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll place our right foot on the floor behind your back platform. Kickstand your left toes behind you. Arms are gonna be straight. You want your palms to face towards your hips and put a little tension in the cables. Your chest is open, core is tight. From here, we are going to keep a soft bend in our right knee. We're hinging at our hips with a flat back and a strong core. Pause once you feel a little stretch in your right hamstring. Now drive through your right heel, squeeze your right glute, slowly lift up. So that is option 1. You do not want to feel this exercise in your low back. If you do, ditch the resistance. If you still do a different move, any move you want. Option is to start to float your left leg. If you feel steady and balanced, you'll float the left leg. Love the length through the spine, Josiah. So Josiah's gonna stay in that kickstand option. I'll show you your variation should you want it. You can start to float your leg back as you hinge forward, pausing, drive through the right heel, slowly lift up. The weight's gonna stay out of the ball of your right foot. So it's really in the right heel. You're getting into your hamstring. And a lot of the time this feels like a stretch when you do it, and then tomorrow you're super sore and you don't know why. This is gonna be why. Slow yourself down. Pause to really focus on the drive through your heel as you lift up. There's not gonna be any pulses or holds. If you're feeling any tension, I want you to make the move a little smaller. Bigger is not better, right? And the flexibility of your hamstrings will kind of determine your range of motion. So don't be afraid to keep a nice bend in your right knee the whole time. You've got 35 seconds to go here. We're gonna hit one more move for both legs, and then we're working into some upper body and core work. Keep pushing your palms back so you're stabilizing with your lats, your serratus, right? A little bit of the shoulders as well. 15 seconds, we're going sumo squat with a bicep curl. Keep your cables, step your feet out wider than your hips. You got 10 seconds to go. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, bring it up, step your feet out wider than your hips. Your knees and toes are just gonna fall into a natural turnout, slightly wide. Now we're gonna sit our butt back as we bicep curl in. I want you to keep the elbows pretty low. I don't wanna put any stress or strain on your traps and shoulders. So elbows stay low, imagine they're resting on a shelf. Bicep curl in, resist out. So if you feel like you need a little more resistance, no big deal, just scoot back. Little less resistance, scoot forward. And remember, this whole sequence can be done on one black spring, so you can take that option anytime you need it, right? Your form is the most important part of this workout. The second you start to lose your form, right, we lose the integrity of the work in the muscles. In 4, we'll take it down and hold. In 3, 2, give me your best squat at home, shoulders away from your ears, elbows low, biceps flexed. Pulse down through the legs, curl up with the arms. Down through the legs, curl up with the arms. Down, curl. Pulse down, curl in. Pulse down, curl in. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Full range of motion. Drive through your heels, squeeze your glutes, resist the cables on the way out. So focus on the flex of your biceps, especially if you feel like the resistance isn't quite heavy enough. I want a big squeeze, a big flex of the muscles. And your hips are going back. Take a peek down at your knees. Sometimes we tend to turn our feet out too wide. So your knee and your big toe, middle toe should be pointed the same direction. Don't worry about trying to get a very extreme turnout here. Right? We want to keep our knee joint nice and safe. In 4, down and hold. In 3, 2, bring it down. Hold, get really low because you're going to sit down after this. Pulse down and back with the butt. Bicep curl in. Pulse down and back, curl up. Same variation. Think about sending your glutes down and back to the floor behind you. Your weight's pulsing down and back. Awesome. 5 seconds, have a seat. Tailbone bicep curls. Keep your cables in 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a seat on the mat, Josiah. You're gonna place your, behind the back platform, you're gonna place your heels on the platform, and it's a tailbone bicep curl. So chest is lifted to the sky, collarbones open, elbows, again, they're resting on a shelf. Bicep curl here. Now, if you're feeling any tension in your traps and your neck, elbows lower is a really good option. Good. Now, you have lots of options here, okay? If it's not heavy enough, you can always choke up on the cables. You can lean back a little bit more. If you're looking for more core, you can really lean your upper body back. You can float your legs off. I like to keep my heels planted because it keeps the tension out of my hip flexors, and it also gives me a stable base so that I'm not sliding around and I can get a lot of work in the bicep. In 4, curl it in and hold. In 3, 2, curl it in, hold. Okay, we're gonna go into a little roll back with our bicep curl. So as you extend the arms, you're gonna lower down through the upper body, and then you're gonna curl, lift up. So a little more dynamic. So we're getting a little bit of a crunch with our bicep curl. I really like the way you have your hat positioned to the side there, Josiah. It's very youthful.
What do you mean? I'm trying to protect my face from the sun.
He's trying to stay youthful.
This isn't a fashion statement.
It is like 80 degrees and it feels glorious, but maybe a little bit challenging for our workout today.
For our workout?
By our workout, I mean your workout and Josiah's workout. All right, in 4, let's lean it back and hold. In 3, 2, lean it back, hold. Give me a little crunch forward, little pulse of the arms, little pulse, little crunch, little pulse, little crunch, little pulse. Tailbone angels on deck. You're gonna stay where you are, but we're gonna grab the foot straps or lengthen out the cables just a little bit. We're going, it's like a rear delt fly, Josiah, that's what you're familiar with. Tailbone angel in 3, 2, 1. Grab your foot straps for me. Chest stays lifted, heels stay planted with straight arms. You're just gonna squeeze your shoulder blades together to open the arms out wide and then resist. Now, I want your hands to be lower than your shoulders so we're not stressing out our traps. And you can take the hands as low as you need to. Good. Chest stays open and lifted. Think collarbones lifting towards the sky. And then imagine at home, team, that I've come and placed my hand right between your shoulder blades and I'm pushing your chest up towards the sky. There we go. No stopping Josiah for anybody. In 4, we're gonna find a little hold. Take it back. In 3, 2, maybe halfway back, hold. Set your shoulders away from your ears. If you can, lean back a little more. If you can, march out those feet or flutter kick them. You've got 10 seconds. We're gonna take the foot straps up over our knees. We're gonna lie down on our back for knee strap crunches in 3, 2, and 1. So scoot your glutes all the way to your back platform. You're gonna take your foot straps and place them up over your knees like you're putting on a pair of pants. Lie down on your back, knees to tabletop. No one wears pants, we all wear leggings. And we're just gonna crunch up and down. So hands behind the head, curling head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. Just close your eyes, Josiah, it's gonna be okay. Oh, my model is so dramatic today, so dramatic. Big exhale as you crunch up. See if you hug your inner thighs together. If that doesn't feel good in your low back, you don't have to take that option, but a little squeeze of the inner thighs can help us get deeper into our core. Let's start to move those knees. So as you crunch up, knees come in towards the chest. As you lower down, knees stop right above your hip points. So again, as you crunch, knees come in. As you lower down, knees over the hips. And then try to keep your shins parallel to the ceiling. So your feet are gonna kind of wanna pop up above your knees. See if you can just slide your shins forward and back in space. So they're staying parallel to the floor. In 4, we're gonna crunch it up and hold. In 3, 2, crunch it up, hold. Little pulse with the upper body. Try to lift your chest a little higher. Shoulders out of the ears, scoop through the low abs. Little pulse of those knees in towards your chest, in towards your chest. If you're feeling it in your hip flexors, set your feet down as Josiah has done. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, full range in 4, 3, 2, 1, full range of motion. Option here, as you crunch up, knees to the chest, as you lower down, straighten your legs out away from you. 15 seconds to go. We are gonna get into newspaper next. Straps come off the knees. We'll take them in our hands, cross the cables facing the front of the machine. Newspaper in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So take those cables off your knees. We'll come to kneeling on the back platform or behind the back platform. You're facing the front still, but you're gonna go ahead and grab your cables and cross them, uncross your hands. Elbows are gonna stay right beneath your shoulder joints, and your forearms are parallel to the floor, wrists are nice and neutral. So bend the elbows a little more for me, Sai. Yep, perfect. Now we're just gonna fan the forearms out wide and then resist forward. Slowly and with control. If this is feeling like too much strain on your shoulders, sit your glutes back to your heels. That's gonna reduce the angle pulling on the carriage. Good. As we do this one, we think chin up off the chest, eyes forward, focus on your posture, length through the crown of your head. And you're trying to keep your elbows right beneath the shoulders. So we're just fanning the forearms out wide. This is working our rotator cuff, right? It's 4 little tiny muscles in your shoulder that make up the rotator cuff. Super important for the healthier shoulders. So one of my favorite exercises. In 4, we're gonna find a little hold. In 3, 2, fan the forearms out wide, hold. Just a little drive of the elbows in towards your waistline. Tiny, really small, like I couldn't see you moving. For 10, 9, 8, 7, uncross your cables. We're going chest opener in 4, 3, 2, 1. Take those cables into your hands, palms face back. Roll your shoulders up, down, and back strong. Core, squeeze your glutes. Now, the hands are starting slightly in front of your hips. You're gonna fold your shoulder blades together, push the palms back, resist. Hands stop just beside your hips or slightly in front of them. Chin up off the chest, eyes forward. I know you're trying to keep the sun out of your face. So really think about folding the space between your shoulder blades together. You should also feel this one in your triceps, so squeeze the back sides of your arms. And this one is super, super great for our posture. Imagine growing taller, so length through the crown of your head, extending up towards the ceiling. Big squeeze of your triceps, big squeeze of the lats. In 4, take it back, little hold. In 3, 2, puff out your chest, press the palms back, chin off your chest, eyes up, look up, you got this. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, listen to me. Here's 4, 3, 2, rotate your palms to face in towards your hips. From here, tip forward at your hips with a flat back, abs are tight. We'll start to bend at the elbow joint and then extend the knuckles to the wall behind you, right into sexy back. Last one we're doing here on the upper body for quite some time, maybe the rest of class by quite some time. Core is strong. And what tends to happen in this one, team, is we tend to round through our upper back. So Josiah is doing a really nice job keeping his spine neutral, chin slightly off your chest for me, Josiah. But we don't want to kind of find that turtle shell back, if you will, which is what tends to happen. And then the other thing I see all the time is the shoulders rolling forward. So take your shoulders, shrug them towards your ears, slide them towards your back pocket. So you're really stabilizing the shoulders. Big squeeze into the triceps. In 4, little hold. In 3, 2, 1, take it back, hold 10 seconds. We're gonna stand up. We're going stationary lunge, left foot forward. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job, stand it up. Left foot can be on the back platform or just behind it. Right toes tucked behind you. And as we go into our stationary lunge, your right knee's dipping towards the mat. We're finding a bicep curl. Drive into your left heel, actively squeeze your left glute as you lift up. So as you lower into the lunge, we are curling. As you drive through the left heel, resist the cables. So make any adjustments you need with the springs. The further you move back away from the machine, the more resistance you'll have. The more you scoot towards the machine, a little bit less. Awesome. Elbows are gonna stay low, okay? So it does become harder the higher you take the elbows up, but I don't want you stressing out your trap, neck, or shoulder area. Let's go 15 seconds, full range of motion, nice and slow. We're lowering down 2, lowering down 3, pause at the bottom on 4, drive through left heel, lift up slow 2, slow 3, slow 4. Let's take it down on this next one. We're gonna hold low in the legs. Let's just curl with the arms, just curl with the arms. A lot of work for the biceps today. Slow it down, big flex, big squeeze. Let's burn them out. Check in with the wrists, make sure they're staying nice and neutral. We don't wanna be bending at our wrist joint whatsoever, okay? Really wanna keep those wrists nice and healthy, nice and strong. In 4, hold a little tension on those cables. In 3, 2, little bit of tension in the cables. See if you can sink lower in the legs. Split squats, drive through your left heel, slowly lift it up. Right, so we did this split squat variation in the escalator lunge earlier, right? Same thing, we're just working from a different place. Your legs are a little bit more stable in this position, and now you've got some tension in the muscles of the arms. 10 seconds to go. You've got your single leg Romanian deadlift left side in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So kickstand your right toes behind you, hands in front of you, palms face towards you. Put some tension in the cables so that you feel the muscles of your back engage. Now with your core really strong, your chest broad, tip forward at your hips, right? So we're not rounding whatsoever through the spine. Now drive into your left heel, squeeze left glute, slowly lift it up. Hips are squared forward. And if you have any doubts as to whether or not you are bending at your lower back, you can bring one hand in front of your core, one hand behind your low back, and you can do a couple of these, making sure that you're staying strong through the core. We're not rounding or bending through our waistline. We're hinging at our hip points, right? So bring your hands to your hip creases. That's where you want to tip from. Your option here, if you're feeling balanced, is to float your right leg as the hands lower down. Try to keep your hands the same place. So it's like your fingertips are sliding towards the floor and lifting up. We don't want the cables or the carriage moving. Try to keep your carriage really steady. Keep pushing your arms back, back, back so you feel a little engagement through the upper back. There's not gonna be any pulses or holds. If you start to feel this exercise in your lower back, ditch all the equipment. Do it without the equipment. If it still does not feel good in your low back, don't do it at all. This is fun. Fun day at the park for everyone. All right, team. We're gonna go 33 seconds here. After this, we're taking the cables off. We're gonna hustle to the front of the machine. 1 black spring. It is escalator lunge for our left leg. Less than 19 seconds left. Recommit to your form. Really focus on the drive through your left heel. Weight is light in your left toes. You're feeling the work in the back line of your left leg. 10 seconds, cables off, 1 black spring. It is escalator lunge. In 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're gonna take the cables off. Just go ahead and unclip them. We're going 1 black spring. You are going to step up onto your front platform facing the back of the machine with the left foot forward on your carriage. Right toes are gonna stay on your front platform, and we're going escalator lunge. Best you can, try to get your feet hip width apart. Both hip points are straighted straight back towards the back of the machine. Really nice job, Josiah. And as you do this lunge, you do want to find a nice hinge forward from your hips, right? So length from the crown of your head through your back heel. Pause at the bottom. Dig into your left heel, lift it up, slow 2. Really slow 3. At 4, you still have a micro bend in your knee. Take it right back down. Nice control and tempo, Josiah. I love it. The slower you go, the more you get out of every single exercise in this workout, right? So anytime it's not challenging enough, you've got to go slower. And then maybe pause for a breath, 2 breaths, 3 breaths, wherever it's the most challenging. And that's gonna help you get to that trembly, shaky place. Burning is great, but we wanna get to the shake, right? The shake is where the muscles are changing. In 4, take it down halfway and hold. In 3, 2, halfway down, hold. Soft bend in your back knee. Let's go carriage kicks. We're gonna kick the carriage out away from us, heel back under the knee. So we're just kicking the carriage out and in, staying halfway down into that lunge. You're doing a hamstring curl here. Left leg kicks the carriage out, left heel slides back under the knee. You do not want to feel this in your back hip flexor. Shake out your back leg, bend your back knee a little more. This is about the left leg. Weight stays in your left heel, wiggle your left toes. Here's 4, here's 3, 2, keep your left heel under your left knee. Now bend through your right knee till it's under the hip. We're going split squats. Sink it down, bend through both knees, drop it down low. Drive through left heel, slowly lift it up. So we're taking it down 2, down 3, pause at the bottom on 4, drive into your left heel, lift up 2, lift up 3, lift up 4. Are your shoulders up towards your ears? Can you get them to relax? Can you take your chin slightly off your chest? Peek down at the left knee. Is it tipping in, out, forward, or back? Let's get it right over the heel. Wiggle your left toes, keep them light. In 4, take it down, hold. In 3, 2, 1, take it down, hold. Lengthen back out into your lunge. Perfect. Now let's lift it up halfway here. Let's go back to our carriage kicks. Halfway, kick it out, back in. So we're only lowered halfway into this lunge. That's gonna give us bigger range of motion in our carriage kicks. Last round of the kicks. If your right hip crease is opening to the right, I want you to take your right hip and square it straight forward towards me. Perfect, there we go. All right, on deck we go. 1 red spring. We're gonna get into skating. You got 10 seconds to go here. Is 1 red spring. It will be left foot front platform, right foot carriage. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach down, we'll change those springs. 1 red spring. Left foot on the front platform, right foot on the carriage. Feet inside those straps. You'll sit down maybe halfway into a squat. Knees and toes point straight forward. And we're going skating. Slowly send the carriage out. Good, slowly resist in. If you bring your foot here, it's gonna be a little bit better for you. Yep, there you go. Think about your hips drifting down and back towards the floor behind you. Wiggle your toes, really drive your left heel actively down into the front platform, right? So skating's about your left leg, and some of that is gotta be active on your part, meaning we're digging our left heel down, down, down into that platform the entire time you're here, and you're really stabilizing your left leg against this pressing out motion with the right leg. In 4, we'll hold the carriage out just slightly wider than your hips. In 3, 2, 1. So bring the carriage in so it's just slightly wider than the hips, weights even in both legs. We're gonna go for that squat variation. So now drop your hips down and back as low as you can. Drive through the heels, squeeze the glutes, slowly lift it up 2, slowly up 3. On 4, you still have a micro bend in your knees, your glutes are still squeezing tight. Take it back down. Think hips down and back, reach your butt back. Good, in 4, we're gonna lower it down halfway and hold. In 3, 2, bring it down halfway, hold, go back to skating. Send your right leg out 2, send the right leg out 3, pause on 4, resist and slow 2, slow 3, and 4. Keep it going here. Focus back in on your left leg. Can you seal down the outer edge of your left foot? And can you drive your left heel down into the platform below you? Notice if your knees are knocking in, if they're knocking out. We want knees and toes pointed pretty straight forward on this one. So we're not rotating externally or internally at our hip creases, right? We're keeping everything squared forward. 15 seconds, we're gonna go back to those squats. This is where we're gonna finish out our leg work. Got a short kiss of obliques to finish you out today. In 4, feet slightly wider than the hips, hold the carriage steady. In 3, 2, so slightly wider than the hips, weights even on both feet, sink it down low, bottom of your squat, pause there, drive through your heels, squeeze your glutes, slowly lift it up. Check in with your core, one hand right around the front of your abdomen, one hand to your low back. right? So we're making sure the core is staying really strong as we sit our hips down and back, pausing at the bottom, drive through your heels, squeeze your glutes, slowly lift it up. Push the carriage out 1 more inch, hold. Flare your knees slightly wide, hold. We're gonna take it down into your squat, hold. This is it, finisher for the legs. Drive through your heels, sink your hips down and back an inch, drive through your heels, squeeze your glutes up an inch. Hips down and back an inch, squeeze up an inch. Hips down and back an inch, squeeze up an inch. Final 15 seconds here. 1 black spring. Meet me in a reverse plank in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach down, change your springs quickly. It is 1 black spring, hands to the carriage, toes to your front platform, reverse plank. Let's go, team. Reverse dancing bear. Bend those knees side to side. Awesome. If you are feeling this in your wrists, drop it down to the forearms. If it is too much on your toes, come to the knees and give me some little hip swivels. Great job here, Josiah. So this oblique series is gonna be short and sweet. Wrap your knuckles down towards the floor, unwrap your thumbs, push through the heels of your hands, and take that space between your shoulder blades, push it slightly up towards the sky, right? So we're engaging our upper back. You're lifting your abs away from the floor, and focus on that crunch through your waistline as you do this bear side to side. 15 seconds, knees down, both forearms to the carriage. We're going twisted inchworm, right oblique. In 5, 4, 3. Knees down, forearms down. From here, right oblique is slightly facing the floor. So open your hips to the left. We're gonna slide the carriage away from us, and then we're gonna crunch in. So this is your twisted inchworm. Your advanced option is going to be to change this from an inchworm to 1 twisted saw, 1 twisted cobra rising up to the palms. Okay, so that is your option. You can stay in twisted inchworm, or we could layer in a cobra. Focus here is the right oblique, so keep working through the right side of your waist. Set your shoulders away from your ears. Actively push your forearms down into the machine so that you're lifting your waistline away from the floor the entire time. We're gonna go 15 seconds, and we're just gonna take this to the other side. Breathe into it, lengthen out your neck. In 5, forearms stay, swivel your hips to the right. Left oblique, twisted inchworm in 3, 2, and 1. So just go ahead and reposition your hips, them slightly to the right, left oblique slightly facing the floor. Lengthen out through the neck, right? So it's 1 saw of that carriage out away from you, and then it's a crunch in. Your advanced option is to do 1 saw out and in, and then push through your palms, rising up onto the hands for a twisted cobra. Now, if you're doing the twisted cobra, really important, you keep lifting your left oblique away from the floor the whole time. So we don't want to be sinking through the left side to hit the cobra. This is not something you're gonna muscle up. Either your body can do this right now, or it's a little bit too fatigued to do this, right? Inchworm is a great option. We're gonna go 20 seconds. Choose your choice, really strong, really slow, really full of control. Our final exercise is on deck, your finisher. I want you to finish this class out strong, finish how you wanna feel, bring it all. We are going forearm plank, forearm stay, knees or toes on your front platform. In 3, 2, 1, forearm stay, knees or toes to the front platform. Push down into the forearm slightly, dome your upper back, turn your head side to side, loosen up your neck. You're already 10 seconds in. From here, we're gonna swivel the hips to the right, come up through center, hips to the left, come up through center. Keep it going, 20 seconds down. Knees or toes, your call, and you can always move back and forth between the two. Now, if you are on your knees, I would challenge you to come up to your toes for maybe 10 seconds at a time, come back to the knees as needed. Keep pushing into the forearms, wrap the outer arms in, lift your abs away from the floor. You're swiveling the hips side to side. Yes, you can always do this up on the hands if that feels better. Final 15 seconds. Let's see if we can get on those toes, team. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done, child's pose. Set your hips to your heels, stretch your arms forward, drop your forehead. Whew. Breathe. Deep breath in. Full breath out. We'll take our hands, we'll walk them both up and over to the right-hand side of your mat, getting a little bigger stretch through the left side body. You can bring left ear to your machine if that feels good. And then we'll walk our hands back through center, up and over to the other side. And then coming back through center one more time, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, just walk your hands in towards you. We're gonna find a comfortable seat. So you can just turn to face us. We're gonna finish up with 2 deep breaths, sealing in all that hard work with gratitude. Big inhale, circle sweep, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time, deep breath in, stretch up, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart. Awesome job, friends. Thank you so much for being here. As always, any questions, comments, feedback, leave it down below in the comments. Have a wonderful rest of your day.